Woo! Chefs of the Future, COF Nation. I'm here with Tony. What's good, baby? We on the day of the documentary release.
Nico
What's good? We right on the line. This is Travis.
Very excited to show
He's the corporate executive chef for Settlers Hospitality. This is your first time being like in person outside of the documentary. Just like give the people who would watch this like a feel for who you are, like what you do and all this. How long have you been doing it?
I've been cooking for 21 years. I love it. My favorite thing is meeting people from all walks of life, creating cuisines from all over the world, and trying new things. That's pretty much it. I've been with Settlers Hospitality for 8.5 years, and every day is a new day. Every day is a day I get to learn something, and that's something that I didn't always have earlier in my career, and it's definitely something that humbled me. You know, I never expected to be 36 years old and still learning about food every day. You know, I would say to young and aspiring chefs to take the job seriously, understand that it's a lifelong passion. If you really want to succeed in this business, you have to be passionate and dedicated. And the minute you think you know everything, you need to take a reality check and realize that you're going to learn for the rest of your life. Stress management is very important. A lot of young people turn to like drugs and alcohol. You know, obviously that's not good. I would say that's not the road anybody wants to go down. You know, I think managing stress comes down to making sure that you have the appropriate amount of sleep, that you have time with your family, that when you do have time off, you're doing the things that you love, and that you're taking care of your health by eating right, exercising, and getting out and getting some sunshine once in a while.
So we're here on the line in the kitchen during the middle of service. You know, and these people is awesome for taking the time out. He's been here since 5 in the morning, but he's still willing to like stand here and talk to me real quick before he heads out the door. So just give the people a feel for who you are, you know, why you do what you do, what like motivates you to get up 3 o'clock in the morning to get here at 5, like, you know.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Rich. As he said, my name is Mike. I'm the AM sous chef. I have been here since 5. Honestly, I get up around 3:30, 4 o'clock every day. It takes me about an hour to get here. Honestly, I come in because of the people. I come in for the staff. I know that sounds crazy, but like I do. I come in because the people I work with are fantastic. You know what I mean? I love the energy that they bring, and I love what they bring to the table. It's always an adventure. You never know what's going to happen. You never know how the day's going to go. I thought I was going to be out of here at 2 o'clock today, and then fish showed up to be filleted, which I'm fine with, but you never know what's going to happen. You know, you always got to be prepared. And as for taking time out of my day, I'm glad. I'm super happy to actually be on the show. I know we've talked about it 3 or 4 months now. I'm like, I got you, but I'm always here. And it's hard to try to do stuff while you're working, but I had to make time for it.
So now we're doing it while we're working.
While we're working, but you know what? It's getting done, baby. That's all that matters, you know? Sacrifice.
So we're here to like, talk to the chefs of the future. So,
Sacrifice.
Yeah, so what's one thing?
Well, as far as sacrifice goes, you're going to sacrifice a lot. You're going to sacrifice your body. You're going to be here for all hours of the day, all hours of the night. People may not show up. People don't show up. You can't just be like, all right, cool, I'm out. Nah, you have to stay and you're going to cover that shift. So there's days I'll work 18 hours, 19 hours because someone didn't come in. And so you're going to sacrifice your body. You're not used to it. You've never worked in the kitchen. You're going to get calluses. You're going to get burned. You're going to get cut. That's going to happen. So you're going to sacrifice your body. You got to sacrifice your time. You know, like everyone thinks that it's just, oh, I'm going to go in, I'm going to prep, I'm going to cook some food, I'm going to go home. People don't know about walk-ins. People don't know about tables that are still holding and waiting. So you got to sacrifice your time. Like, I'm not trying to discourage anybody at all from cooking. If you have the passion to do it, do it. But I want you to know that if you want to do it, you got to put in the time. You got to put in the time. You got to put all of it into it. Put your all into it when you cook. Because if you don't, then what's the point, really? You know, like you got to cook for yourself above all, and then cook for people. If you're not happy doing it, the food you make could be trash. You know, you got to put the love into it. You got to do all that. So I feel like don't get discouraged. You're going to have a lot of time in the kitchen, but it's going to be worth it. You know what I mean? If you love what you do and you love to cook, then it's all about that. That's the passion. You know, also, I don't want you to think coming in like I'm going to be the next Gordon Ramsay or I'm going to be the next Anthony Bourdain. Like you very well might be. But don't come into the kitchen thinking that, because one, they're great chefs, they are. But at the same time, they don't do the same thing that we do. They don't work 19 hours a day in the hot kitchen, sweating, dying, working on the line with everybody like they used to. Now they're on TV, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna sit in an air-conditioned room, come out for a little bit. So I don't want to get people to get discouraged. I want them to cook for themselves. I want them to cook because they have the passion for it. But you will sacrifice. You'll sacrifice time. You'll sacrifice your body. You'll sacrifice, just honestly, like, that's everything. Family, friends, like, you know, like, what is it worth to you? Is it worth not having a whole summer? You know what I mean? Like, to me it is, like, because I don't look at it like, oh, I can't go out on the boat. I can't go out with my friends because I'm here and I'm putting out food for hundreds of people. And, like, I know, like, the food's not coming back. So they like it. Food's coming out good. Heard that, Tony? Your coworkers are your friends. More like family, actually. But the time that you spend here, you gotta like the people you work with. And that's another reason why I do what I do. Because I don't consider the people I work with coworkers. Honestly, I consider everybody that I work with family. Like, I would invite any one of the chefs that I work with to my home to stay there, to eat, to come over for holidays. Thank you, 12 Open. Constantly, I would, you know, like, I consider everyone here part of my family. Some more than others, but you know, but like, I'm with these people 18 hours a day. I see these people more than I see my family and my wife, my cats. So you got to sacrifice, but you know, you take the good with the bad. You're sacrificing your time. You're sacrificing your knowledge of the food. You're sacrificing all this stuff to share it with other people. And you don't know how they're going to take that. They may love it. They may not. Yeah.
Sorry, I've been wanting to say that.
No, you're right though. But you're right. You know, like, that's really what it is. Is like, you need to want to do it. You need to want to put the time in, and it's like anything else. Thank you very much. Look at this sexy pizza. You got to be willing to put the time in. So if you're willing to put the time in, you're willing to grind it out, you're willing to make the sacrifice and do what has to get done, then you will aspire to be a great chef. You will do exactly what you want to do, and you will make that food so sexy that people will keep coming back. Oh, thank you very much, Rich.
Like, it means so much. Again, to take the time out. And this has been Mike. Before.